itch scratched with the commentary.
I don't matter. It just got me started.
Yeah.
Just got the engine revved up. I'm used to doing 6 hours.
Yeah. I know you got shortchanged yesterday, too.
Shortchanged yesterday. Shortchanged today. No, today was good. It was fun. I actually had fun with it. Even though the movie sucks ass. It was fun making fun of it. All right. No more.
Show them the queen bee over there.
Oof. That bitch is huge. I did the spray around my house thing today.
Be quiet.
Got like the, the bug spray you're supposed to spray around the edges of your windows and your doors and all around the baseboards of your house and stuff on the outside. So I did that. And I came over to my barbecue pit that my stepdad made for me that I keep, but I haven't used in forever, right? And it's got some spider webs and shit around it. So I was just like, I'm going to spray up under this thing, dude. I started spraying under there, and this bitch ran out. And she's huge. This is her. Mama. And I see if I can get it to focus on her. Yeah. You can see the red hourglass there. And the telltale. That's a big-ass black widow. And she came scurrying out from under there, bro. I hear with that poison, and she came running at me, and I was like, oh, hell no, and I just hosed her. She was huge. I think she's the one that's been laying egg sacs all over the place out here.
We've killed like 3 in the garage now, haven't we?
Yeah. You ever gotten bitten? Not by a widow, no. Yeah, she's a beauty. I mean, kind of a deadly looking beauty.
Yeah, it's not so much us we're worried about, it's the pets.
Well, I mean, I'm worried about us too. I don't want nobody getting bit by a widow. That's just the sad part about it is like if she was on about her business in a barn corner somewhere or out in the field somewhere, I wouldn't have nothing to say to her. If I ever see one out in the wild, I ain't killing it. But if I see one nestled up against my house, it's dead. That's just the way it is, man. Sorry.
Some idiot on the internet trying to tell me you should train your pets to avoid spiders. It's like, ow.
Most of the time when you get bit by a spider, it's because you didn't see it. Yeah. Widows only have a 1/10 of a 1% fatality rate in humans. They fucking suck to get bit by. Oh, yeah.
I know, but pets is a whole different story.
Yep.
Like a cat gets bit by a black widow, it's immediate ER.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, a small child, too.
Yeah.
Got all kinds of kids around the neighborhood and shit. It's just, it's not good to have them. They're not cohabitators with human beings. They're dangerous things. A hornet probably ain't going to kill you either. I see a nest of them, I kill them. Now that I have been stung by. And that's why I kill them.
Never been stung by one, just bitten by one.
Well, you got lucky. Yeah, I killed a recluse out here the other day.
Unless you count sitting on one as being stung by one.
I mean, if it stung you, you got stung, yeah. I got wasp stung one time, and I learned a trick that worked later on in my life. and it was weird how it came up. I got wasp stung, and I was crying. I was probably like 6. This lady that lived across the street, or the family across the street had a grandma. That grandma would hang out with us and the neighbors and everything. She was at a party or at a barbecue, and I got wasp stung, and she just beckoned me over to her, and she took out a cigarette, broke it open, took tobacco out of it, put it in her mouth and wet it, and stuck it right there and just held it. And she said, it won't hurt for much longer. And sure enough, it didn't. So I later on learned that it wasn't necessarily the tobacco, it's the analgesic effect that tobacco has. Tobacco has a numbing effect.
Which you can tell, like, if you do, like, chewing tobacco or, like, nicotine gum or whatever.
Right. And one of the things that I learned is that toothpaste, with the mentholyptus and shit in toothpaste, the super high concentration of it, has the same effect. And so when my little niece she was over at my house swimming one day, and she got wasp stung, I just took her in, put toothpaste on it. It doesn't really do anything, but it calms them down. It gives them a feeling other than the pain. Now it's, you know, kind of hurting, but it tingles. It's like it's more of a psychosomatic thing than anything. But I thought it was cool. One day I'll get them. One day it ain't gonna be faster than the salt.
And the bug spray doesn't do anything against flies, I guess.
I mean, they're not exactly going in the spots where I sprayed it.
Yeah. But I mean, like, even, like, the residue isn't, like, scaring them off or anything.
I guess not. I guess not. Fly bastards. You'll get arrested for that in California. What? The salt gun? It's a California company that makes them.
Yeah. They just can't be, like, gun colored. They're supposed to have, like, some...
So fucking stupid. Like they're made in California, bro.
Yeah.
Bug Assault. It's a California company.
Yeah. Like, the other one we had an orange tip, which is, like, the default. This is a toy fucking working.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna think that's an actual fucking gun.
Do you think water guns are illegal in California too, bro?
He just... I think he was just watching too much Fox News.
Yeah.
He thinks it's like Maoist China over here, where everybody's disarmed and has to pray to a picture of Gavin Newsom every day, you know? What happened to you, bro? You used to be cool, man. You used to be cool. I got old. I don't know what to tell you, but move on. I know, dude. All that Fox News stuff is just, most of it's just threatening me with a good time. They call it California. I'm like, yes, please. If only it were so. Unfortunately, California is a pretty fucking typical capitalist shithole. Heat wave hitting Cali hard was hella hot. Oh yeah, no, it's fucking frying here. And there's no end in sight either. It's like they don't know exactly when it's gonna break. Maybe it'll never break. Maybe it'll just be 100 degrees every day here for eternity. Wouldn't that be nice? Boy, I can't wait till the fall months, huh? Isn't it gonna be nice when those cool breezes start coming in and the temperatures drop? Isn't it gonna be nice when the fall months get here?
Next Friday is supposed to be a breezy 83.
We'll see. We'll see how that turns out.
That's next Friday, though, not this upcoming Friday.
Phoebe's quick on the people that call me homeless. Phoebe knows that, like, that one gets me. I really don't like it when people say flippant shit like that. If you're gonna look down your nose at people to fuck on me, make sure it's not poor working people. Make sure it's not the working poor. All right, use something else. Pick something else. Because I don't stand for people being shit on just because they're poor. And it's kind of fucking disgusting to have you call me homeless when I'm sitting in a big home. Not to my pride, but just to homeless people. Yeah, punch up if you can. Don't punch down in here. Not on working folks.
Yeah, like if you get called Gabe Newell or whatever.
Whatever. I mean, you're still going to get banned, but I'm not going to chastise you over it.
Yeah.
Have half a fucking brain in your head. Hello, friend. You're so pretty. The people want to see you. No. You stay, because the people want... No. Don't run. Come here. D, come here. Yes, good boy. People need to see you. People need to see you. Because you are so cute. People need to see you. Yeah, no, it's just people punching down, and it's fucking sucks. It's like ingrained capitalist thinking. Ooh, that person's dirt poor. That means they must be a low quality of human being. It's like, you fucking suck. You fucking suck. Just a way of like corporate enforced class warfare. When you see a homeless person, you should be disgusted and moved to fucking protest for change in your area. You should be disgusted that any human being lives on the fucking streets when there's such opulence in this country. That's what you should feel. You shouldn't tuck it away as an insult to throw out at somebody. Cool? Yeah, he is pretty cute. He's a pretty sweet little gentleman there. Pretty sweet little gent. Overall, he pretty good. Yeah, I just don't know, homie. I just don't know how it works. And it's not like I'm not guilty of this, too. I've used that terminology to look down my nose at people, too. I try to be aware of it, and I try and make other people aware of it now. But I don't want to be a hypocrite. I've said it. I've used it. The reason I know about it is because I'm affected by it. Yeah? Do you believe in God? Do I look like someone who cares what God thinks? No, I don't believe in God. Sometimes a hypocrite is just a man who is in the process of changing himself. That's true. We're all hypocrites. But, you know. Is there ever a time you did? Probably, yeah, when I was little. I would imagine. I was told there was a God and all that. You're a kid, you know? you're knee high to a grasshopper, you just go, okay, I guess, you know, all right, that's spooky, all right. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I was calling myself agnostic by the time I was in high school, but that was largely due to the fact that I didn't understand that the terms atheist and agnostic were not mutually exclusive. Like like atheist and atheism and agnosticism typically come together. So yeah, I mean, like, it was like the age where people started to talk philosophical shit, you know, stoners that we were at that age. Can you do a backflip? I can backflip your bitch ass right out of here. Watch. Brrrts. Too stupid. I guess I should let people know about the 75 IQ rule. That is one standard deviation below Forrest Gump retarded. That's what I require. Functional, you know? And if you can't meet that burden, then I'm sorry, but you're going to get shown the door by one of my goons. We know Forrest Gump's IQ is 80. So I ask for a 75. You got to be basically the same as Gump or above. Gump or above. She tasted like cigarettes. Yeah, if that average ever gets to the point where the entirety of the chat, sans wrenches, are sub 75 IQ, then the flushing happens, yes. $75 IQ rule for the chat, but not for immigrants. I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. How hypocritical would it be for us, a country where over half of adults read below a 6th grade level, to put any kind of IQ restriction on anybody from anywhere else on this planet, bro? We need to get them numbers up before we can start being intellectually discriminate. Eh? What you think, D? What is it? You want to go inside? Yeah? You want to go in? Okay. All right, I'll let you go in. It's probably close to time for you to mulch, huh? See right there? That's about a 70. Truffle, you gotta go. It's about a 70. P. Diddy jokes, 3 weeks after the P. Diddy shit, that's about a 70. That clock's a 70. That gets you booted. It's really wild how dumb people are getting. Yeah, but eventually you filter them out and you get a decent room full of people that are, you know, functional adult level. Oh, man. Well, if you look at it by the numbers as an aggregate, it don't look good, Abby. I don't know how you want to judge people beyond that. You look at the numbers. Every generation gets about 20 to 30% dumber than the previous generation. It's about how it's been going for the last 3 or 4 generations. No chatter left behind. Set law stays in effect. Yeah. Actually, I got the opposite law. Dumb chatters left behind. They don't get to come in the club. They're standing outside going, hey man, can I get in tonight? And my goons are like, Q 70. No. Well, that's to be expected. As like general intelligence, like when you're talking general intelligence, there are other types of intelligence that are touched by that, right? Emotional intelligence, spatial intelligence, etc., right? You know, your ability to master your language and use it to communicate is a different measure of intelligence than can you sit down in front of a math problem and solve it, right? You're testing different parts of the brain. But I'm a communicator, so I tend to judge people by their fucking vocabulary pretty harshly. You know, I don't expect everybody to speak the Queen's English or whatever the fuck, but when I gotta reread your one sentence comment 3 or 4 times and I still don't know what the fuck you were trying to say, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a fail. Yeah? Ooh. Oh. Somebody told me that TikTok chats aren't retarded. I've heard this. Is that true? Is it true that TikTok chats are not retarded? Because I've heard this. It was once said to me. One of the worst? Damn. They're extra brain rotted? Damn. I was lied to. Paul, The Atlantic put out an article titled The Elite College Students Who Can't Read Books. Bro, that can't be true. That can't be true. Shabop, shabop. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's not true. That cannot be true. Yeah, dude, headlines from dystopia. Can't be true. That can't be true, though. I trust. I trust. I just don't want to believe. I trust. Pity you have 3 D&D books within arm's length. No, dude. I'm sitting in my backyard, bro. My D&D collection is inside, locked within the secret library that I keep behind the bookcase. It's like, oh, this dude's got long hair. He must be a D&D nerd. I am a nerd, but not a D&D nerd, man. Come on. Size me up properly. I'm definitely a dork of several different stripes, but not D&D. I'm not a totally obsessed D&D nerd, you know? Thought about getting pitcher plants for the flies? No. What kind of nerd? You guess. You're the one that brought it up. You guess. What kind of nerd am I? I'm several angles of nerd. I mean, I got a little splash of D&D nerd in me. Like, I don't hate D&D, but I don't own any D&D books or novels or anything. Movie nerd, got it. That is one. I am a total fucking movie nerd, and then a specific type of movie too. Really, Magic, Warhammer. Well, I used to play Magic, but I'm not a Magic dork now. I'm not like still play. I collected in my teens and stuff. You know, gamer, yeah. Theater nerd, yeah. Total theater dork, bro. Horror dork, yeah. Sci-fi nerd, yeah. Yeah. Guilty. I don't know, man, because geek means something different now than it did back in the 80s. Like, a geek was like a schoolboy. So, like, that's how... What the fuck, bro? No, never mind. I'm just tripping. I thought there was another big-ass fucking Black Widow over there, but it's just a rock. What was I talking about? Who cares? Brain fart. Doctor, hell no. Yeah, geek meant schoolboy. Like, geek meant pocket protector. I have a calculator. You know, that was geek. Nerd meant like you were into stuff that chicks weren't into. Like video games and comic books. Right? So it had nothing to do with how smart you were being a nerd. But being a geek meant that you were smart as fuck, but like in a geeky way about it, in a hateable way, you know? It's like Seth Rogen, right? He usually plays a nerd in movies, right? And who usually plays a geek? Like Rick Moranis? Rick Moranis usually plays a geek. Or like, you know, the limited film career of, what's his name? The dude that Will Smith slapped. Chris Rock. Chris Rock usually kind of towards the geeky side. Fucker. Waxed. Land on me some mo and see what's up. What do you call an old, overweight dude who talks to teenagers every day? Paul's ego. Dun 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 dun. Smoking Reggie? Bro, I'm in Cali, but they don't even make Reggie here. We probably ship all our Reggie to the south, you poor bastards. Yeah, no, they don't make Reggie here. You can't even get it. It's all frost. It's all top. What? Flies ain't gonna pass for you. You know how they be.
You left your gun in here, didn't you?
Oh shit. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Fuck.
Oh.
Sorry. I was not prepared for visitors. Galaxy gas. Get out, bro. I saw how them kids do it, dude. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Because if I talk about it, they might learn how to do it right and really get fucked up. And that's probably better for them that they don't. You motherfuckers can't spare the brain cells. I gotta be honest with you. Hell no, I don't do galaxy gas, fuckface. Grumpy Roach, you misjudge me one more time and I'm gonna have you booted. I'm gonna have your ass removed. You've been off base about 9 times in a row. I mean, the 10th time's a charm, motherfucker. You assess me and ask if I do galaxy gas. What's your name and what you all about? I feel like that's like a skip rope game. Hi, what's your name and what you all about? My name is Paul. I'm here to skip some rope. I'm here to skip some rope. My feet ain't no joke. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, what's your name? What you all about? My name is Paul. My name is Paul. Here to jump some rope. Taking me back to the fucking playground.
I was never good at the jump roping as much.
I could do
You
double.
do the double dutch.
I could do double dutch. All the kids could do double dutch back in the 80s, though. I'm not even playing with you. It was just something everybody learned how to do.
Did you have the ones with the little plastic segments on them?
Yeah.
I was more about hula hooping.
I never got good at hula hooping. My sisters got good at it, though. They could do, like, the neck one. I never got that good at it.
They wouldn't let me do the neck on the playground.
That's lame. Should have been letting you do whatever you wanted. Fucking the grumpy roach got fucking booted finally. Damn. Well, he won't be missed. God damn it. I need to get a goddamn rolling tray.
Yeah.
It's absurd. I had to throw one away, and it was my favorite one of all time, and it made me so sad that I've never bought another one. I need to let it go.
We just couldn't fucking risk the residue.
Yeah, I know. I had to throw her away. God damn it. She was so beautiful.
Forgot, did we save anything? Or did we just
I nuked. I gave away certain things, and then, like, everything else that wasn't, it just got nuked.
You did not want to hit Texas and try your luck twice.
I learned my lesson the first time. Oh, my butt was so puckered. I didn't want to feel that pucker ever again. Yeah, it sucked. I mean, it was fun because I got to smoke hella good Cali weed for like a couple months before I ran out. But was it worth it? Was it worth it? It was stupid as fuck.
Your brain was on like 25% power.
Yeah. If that, honestly. I was running off fumes. That was a crazy day. Crazy 48 hours, honestly. Wild. It's like so much like emotional energy expended, and then you, like, I just had my mind made up. I was like, I cannot stay here. I have to go.
I'm gonna hit the road, Jack.
Hitting the road, and I ain't never fucking coming back neither. I had to go. I had to go that day. I had to go immediately. So many trays. Recently got a cinema roll tray. Maybe I need to get a cinema roll tray. Cinema roll. Aww, cinema rolling tray. Okay, alright. You'll just have to send me the link then, MJ. Send it to me on Discord when you have time, because I'm gonna cop your swag. Because if I'm getting a new tray, I want it to be a cinema roll. I want to be happy when I look at it. That's the thing. My old one was a trap tray, and it had this pretty painting of the Seattle skyline, and it reminded me of better times. You know? Reminded me. Had to go.
Because it wasn't just Texas. We had to go through a whole bunch of other states.
Alabama, where did we go through? Yeah, like the whole
mostly just
Southwest.
Texas.
Yeah, I mean, we had to cut like briefly into New Mexico, or yeah. briefly. And then in Arizona, those places are, you're not going to get this gaffled up. Texas is where you don't want to be caught with any
that's where we
weed.
were the longest.
I mean, you can't, there's no short way to get all the way
We
through
tried
Texas.
to take the shortest possible route.
We took the northern route,
Yeah.
but so that took us north, through North Texas, but it ain't much, it's not like it's better there.
Yeah.
Just farther from the border, I guess. Nice. You miss New Mexico. Yeah, I will tell you this. The Sandia Mountains called to me in a big way. Like, it was just such a beautiful environment to be there. It's crisp and cold and clean. And the view was unparalleled because it's just like most of New Mexico is flatlands. And then the Sandia Mountains are just, they come up out of nowhere. So you just look straight down at all this commerce, and I just loved it. I loved being, well, Sandia Peak is right by, where was fucking goddamn Breaking Bad filmed?
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque. Yeah. No, New Mexico is full of mountains, but I'm talking about the Sandia Range and its environ. So the Albuquerque area, Sandia Peak is right there. That's also called the Sandia Range. I think it has other names as well. And being on the top of Sandia Peak changed my whole fucking perspective on New Mexico. But nobody's selling any goddamn fucking land or renting any houses up in the Sandias. Just ain't happening. So. The Sangres, I didn't get to go to them, but I'm aware of the range. Yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, like, that's what I mean. Being in the Sandia Range changed my perspective on New Mexico. I saw the sunset from Sandia Peak, and it was so fucking beautiful. I don't get hit like that by very many places in this world. You know, there's a couple of fucking places in my history that I know I can go to that put me in that state. Well, I try to be that, man, but you know how people are on this. They troll me into being angry sometimes, but at the heart and soul of me, I just love talking. I just love chatting it up about shit. What's a man to do? I had to watch the sunset from the top of a mountain near northwest Albuquerque country. It really does change one's perspective. Yeah, it's fucking insane. I don't know. There's a lot of beautiful places, but they're hidden away, man. Sometimes you gotta look for the true beauty. I like right now. Right now is what's referred to as the magic hour. Right as the sun begins to go down, light is cast at the perfect volume for photography. It might be a little past the magic hour now, to be honest with you, but not much. Arizona does have some beautiful sunsets. You ain't kidding, MJ. Every state has some great sunsets. You just gotta find them. That's probably true. I think every place on the planet Earth probably has some great sunsets. I mean, that's besides the point, you know. It's not so much about experiencing the sunset as it is experiencing the sunset from a certain vantage and from a certain point, right? I love a sunset no matter what, but it's different on the fucking West Coast, on the beach. See, a lot of East Coast people have never seen the sun set over the ocean. Bro. I mean, I guess they could say the same for the sunrise. I have seen the sunrise over the ocean, but watching the sunset when I was at Pismo was amazing. Oh my God. Mesmerizing. Mesmerizing. Feet, ass in the sand, right at the edge of the waves as the tide is coming in, letting it lap at your feet and watching that fucking sun crest down over that endless plain of fucking water. Just cast that fucking red light right at you, right in your fucking face. Dios mío. Nah, dude, a sunset and a sunrise is different, man. The sun breaks different. The sunrise is the birth of the sun, bro. You can't just reverse it. The angle is different. It hits different, bro. It's beautiful, but it hits different, right? So if the sunrise is a birth, sunset is a death. Slow fizzling out of light as you're curved away from it. See, that changes everything about how it hits on the water and from what angle, the colors it throws, as it dims out. My guy, you need to see it. Is Lake Erie the easternmost point in the United States that you can watch the sun set over a full body of water? Probably, right? Like, there's some big-ass lakes, but none of them big enough to justify the sun setting into them from your perspective. Like, where could you see the sun set over a large enough body of water to obscure your vision of land beyond it? Well, the sun sets... You can't see the sun set over the Atlantic, Phoebes. Right? Sun may rise in the east, at least it settles in a finer location. Yeah. Is it the easternmost point? No, it's fine. You just, the easternmost point that you can see the sun set over a large body of water. I guess you're probably right. Florida, right? Like southwestern Florida? I would imagine. going to tell you this, though. I've seen a Gulf sunset. I lived on the Gulf. Listen, it's different. It's hitting land. I'm not going to try and explain it to you. It hits different. All right? The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean on the planet. And it is nothing but water all the way back to the vanishing point, bro. All the way back. That light is not being impeded at any point in its travel by land or trees or anything. It is just the rolling fucking ocean. It's different. It's different. Yeah, dude, double tap or you're a straight person, dude. You're a boring ass straighty. Double tap or you're a straighty. It's the end of the world and all of Western civilization. Recently, Paul is always live when I'm pooping. Paul syncing with my movements. Poop, poop, poop. Poop, 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 poop. You guys are gonna have to help me. I done smoked myself to the point where you're gonna have to carry for a while. Look, is this the reverse zoo or is it not? Say something interesting. Or else. I'm watching you. This is the show where I watch you. Fart. Man, you guys took it. I you know what? I left myself wide open for that one. Alright. That's the dad joke of the fucking century, bro. 2 dad jokes in a row. But you know what? I left myself open, so I gotta give you the fucking props on that, okay? Why did you switch angles? Because the goddamn sun was hitting me in a way that I couldn't angle this fucking umbrella, and I got sick of it. And so I just moved. So now I have to look at dog shit, and you guys get to look at my beautiful backyard. Doesn't that suck? Damn it. Hey Paul, a long while ago you mentioned being interested in writing a book. Have you began on that? Yeah, I have. About 2.5 chapters of shit written in the very early stages though, and I haven't written on it in probably 3 years. So it's kind of an abandoned project for now, but I have it and I think about it from time to time, and who knows, maybe I'll go back to it. But It was always just kind of a dumping ground for my thoughts and feelings and stuff. And when I need it, I go do some writing, you know. Yeah, I'm you know, I'll probably go back to it. The problem is that I'm a slash and burn editor, and so when I go back, I'm gonna hate everything, and I'm gonna want to rewrite it. That's just the kind of person I am. Where you stream from gives me chilling at the cookout vibes. Yeah, I mean, you could probably do a cookout. Not a very big one. It's kind of a small backyard for a cookout, bro. But I guess you could. You gotta invest in the Stephen King powder to finish it in 3 days. Yeah, no thanks, dude. That's not for me. That's not my angle, you know. Got a different twist on things. I invest in the California Kush and nicotine and caffeine. About half of the Queens of the Stone Age or whatever song. Do those investments pay dividends? Yes. You know what has driven me insane my whole life? Can I show you guys some shit? Okay, number one, I've got so when I was born, right, and up until I was about, like, I'd say 7 or 8, I was platinum fucking blonde, bro. Platinum blonde. Straight out platinum blonde. Every other type of hair changed colors, right? And I got darker, you know, dirty blonde or whatever you'd want to call this. Salt and pepper blonde. But my eyebrows stayed platinum blonde. You see them? A lot of people think I shave my brows. Nope, they're there. They're just naturally platinum blonde. I don't know what to do about it. But here's what drives me nuts about my eyebrows, other than that. Okay? I'm going to go through everything that drives me nuts. You ready? I can do this. But let me try and switch it. Okay, there it is there. Get it over here. Fuck. The asymmetry of it all. What else drives me nuts? A couple other things that drive me nuts, to be frank with you. A couple. Like, to be honest with you, there's a couple other things that drive me nuts about this face. Can I be real with you about this? Do you guys see? Right in the middle of my forehead, there's like a big, it looks like darker skin, like a red splotch there. You see that? I gotta tell you guys a fucking story. You're not gonna fucking believe it, bro. That is called, do you know what that is? You see it there, it's like a V on my forehead, right? And the skin is all red here. And it actually goes all the way back my scalp, right? This is called a birthing scar. Do you know what this is? This is where my forehead scraped against my mother's pelvis as she squeezed me out. Do you know how much I weighed when I was born? Do you know how much I weighed? I was 10 pounds, 11 ounces. And she pushed me out. Dude, I could freeze really good. Did the camera freeze? Is it frozen? Is it just me? Did his eyes just move? So anyway, I look like Aang, the last airbender, if I shave my head, really. If you look at me, I've got the arrow that goes all the way back. So I'm the last grease bender. That's what I call myself. I work primarily with bacon grease, and I can make it do my bidding. Salt bender, yeah. Nope, I can't move either of my ears. Can't really do that. I can move them both by working my jaw back and forth, but I can't wiggle my ears. Let me see. I'm being picky here. I'm come to peace with my nose. It's a big nose. It's a prominent nose. It's a very Scandinavian nose, from what I've been told. It's a big honker of a nose, but I think it adds something. So I'm okay with that. I hate my cheeks. I've got chubby, pinchable cheeks no matter what my weight is. See that? They just want to grab it. Old ladies, they want to kiss it. It's like, ugh. I wish I didn't have big, chubby cheeks. Let's see. What else goes on here? Oh, one of my eyeballs is bigger than the other, or like one of my eye sockets. If you really look at it. Look at it. I've got a slightly lazy eye. You ever notice this about me? You see that? Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Yeah. When you're old and I come visit, can your house be like the witches from Pumpkinhead? Yeah, that's what I want to build, dude. I want to build the fucking the Haggis witch house up in the woods somewhere to keep people away from it. You know? I don't want people coming over there. So yeah, dude. Have like bones of animals on strings hanging all over a rickety bridge that you got to cross and that whole nine thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibe, yeah. We'll make some swamp music, boy. It's going to be like the beginning of the it's going to be like the beginning of the Pirates of the Caribbean in Los Angeles. Right before you go down, you go through this little village, and there's like an old dude on a rocking chair, like, and then when like your boat is going by, he's like, I wouldn't go down that way if I was you. Paul, you're 6 feet, yeah. 6'1" and change. Thank you. New crib? Nope. Same old crib, just sitting on the other side of the table. Oh, you talking about my height? Oh, yeah, that too. Splash Mountain was my favorite. They got rid of Splash Mountain? What? Did it decapitate somebody? Did it drown somebody's ass or what? Like, why would they do that? Why'd they shut down Splash Mountain, bro? That's lame as fuck. Princess and the Frog. Well, at least I got to fucking ride it one last time before they turned it into the Princess and the Frog. Back in 2015, I rode it with my ex and Beyond Fear. So yeah, I got to ride it. Song of the South, sweet potato pie and shut my mouth. I don't care. It was a cool ride. I don't give a fuck. Bring it back. Rip down that bullshit Princess and the Frog. Build them their own ride. I don't even want to go on it now. Whack as fuck. They PC-ified Pirates of the Caribbean a long time ago too, dude. When I was a kid, there was this, there's a scene where you go through the town, right? And the pirates are pillaging it. So they're having a good time. Some of them are getting drunk, partying, right? And then there's this one scene where there's these dudes chasing these buxom women around in a circle. The pirates are like, come here, lassie. And she's like, right? Well, now they replaced it with like a waiter that has food or something. So they're like, oh, give us a turkey leg or something. And it's like, oh, guys, they're pirates, bro. They're pirates. Fucking lame, bro. Everything gotta be lame, dude. If you could build your own haunted house attraction, how would you envision it? I've kind of got an idea for that, but I don't think I would ever, like, it's one of those fucking ideas. See, here's the problem with me is when I think of shit, I always think of stuff that would cost like $1 million or like $1 billion to get started, bro. I always thought it would be cool to ape the old haunted house from Disneyland, but make it way scarier, right? So like, have people walk into a rickety looking house and they think you just rented it to do a haunted house, right? So they're thinking they're gonna walk through a few rooms, people in masks are gonna jump out at them, right? But secretly you've built like tunnels underneath this place, right? And They walk in, and it's a big foyer, and they're led into an elevator. You know, and the guy hits the elevator attendant is all ghoulish, right? And he gets a group of people in, and he hits the up button, and instead of going up, the whole thing just drops straight down. Boom, right? People are like, is everybody okay? What the fuck happened? The dude that's like, was dressed as a ghoul acts like he's knocked out. He's like, what? What happened, man? Right? Then the doors open and people are unleashed into a catacomb of madness, okay? Now that they believe that they're actually trapped somewhere that they shouldn't be, now they're in the catacomb of madness. And I've got all kinds of crazy shit down in the caves, right? And it would be dope, but you'd need $1 billion to build that. McCamey Manor is a hoax. That's my thoughts on McCamey Manor. It's a fucking hoax, bro. I gotta go. Bye.